I would have liked to see him tortured a little more because that just would have been funny. I thought that part was just hilarious to me. When he was stuck in a room, that was really the comedic relief. Just how he was acting, how she was acting. It was just hilarious. The Housemaid movie gave the vibe of like Lifetime movie feel. Usually movies that are made out of books are usually good for the most part. I feel like because the idea is already fully thought out and fleshed out. Now, I know a lot of people complain who read the books. I don't be reading the books usually at most movies, but I know people be complaining about movies because the details are slightly different, but I'm like, every detail ain't gonna be the same. And two, most of the time, whoever directed is not the person that wrote the book. The movie would be more true to the book if they let writers co-direct or direct them. Then it would be more closely. But you gotta change stuff here and there. They don't be wanting it to be completely the same. But that's neither here nor there. Every time it's like a movie that's made out of book, I'm like 90% of the time I feel like it's good for the most part. The Housemaid, like I said, the whole time like, okay, obviously it's going to be a twist. The lady can't just be crazy. The spoiler, by the way. I'm like, obviously it came out a minute ago, so Shab, you was gonna see, you probably already seen it, but I was like, the lady just can't be crazy. It got to be more to it than the lady crazy. I'm like, the husband probably crazy because it don't even make no sense. This lady just so crazy and the husband just like, oh, he's just so good and he just saving his wife. I'm like, no, he's probably crazy. It's pretty good. Movies, they can be okay throughout or be good throughout and then they mess it up at the end. I don't think they messed it, but at the end. Now, obviously, it's a movie, so I'm sure they shortened it, but in the book, I'm pretty sure it was longer. Like him being, when she locked him in the room, I'm pretty sure that was longer. Like I wanted that to be longer. He wasn't locked in a room long enough. He wasn't even locked in a room a day. She should have had him pull out multiple teeth. She should have had him pull out as many teeth as he had her cut herself. They never really explained what happened to his other. I don't think he was married to her, but I don't know if it was just his girlfriend. I can't remember what they said in the movie, but they never explained what happened to her. Like the cop at the end, that was her sister, but they never really explained what happened to her. I guess we can assume pretty much, but they never really explained it in detail. To the ending, they made it a sequel. She gave her $100,000 at the end. Oh, she should have her more money than that. She should have gave her more money there. But I guess she also gave her the money and got her a job. But it's also a job helping another woman that's in a bad situation with a bad husband. So it's gonna be a tool, and she gonna end up helping probably the wife. It's probably gonna be another plot twist with that. It can't just be the exact same. So it's gonna have to be some type of difference. Overall, I thought the movie was done pretty well. Obviously, I know a lot of people, if you don't catch them right off the bat, they become uninterested or they'll be like, it ain't good. But stuff you have to build up the character. You have to build it up. Most stuff that start with a big scene or something, it usually fizzles out and don't be as good. That's why they put that at the beginning. Like, especially like Lifetime movies. I always watch Lifetime movies. I haven't been watching them as a late but because they've been like, I don't know what type of Lifetime movies they've been like very Hallmarky lately. And I like Hallmark, like the Christmas type stuff, but it been like, I don't know what's been going on. It's been like very stars and rainbows or whatever. I like the thriller type of stuff, but usually in Lifetime movies and even like some Tubi movies, like at the beginning, they show something big happening. Like they show somebody getting hurt or shot or kidnapped or something. They showed it at the beginning, and then people like, oh, this is good, and it keep you engaged, and then people be like, oh, it's good, even if it feels so out. But when something takes time to build up, they act like they don't understand how story works. Good stories take time to build up. It is what it is. She was a law student. Well, she was about to graduate law school, but then she slept with the professor, and he didn't want nothing to do with her. But he still, even if he didn't want nothing to do with her, she still could have got child support from him. She shouldn't have been like super struggling like that. And she did have a job, but she could have kept doing it. She wasn't struggling as much as the other girl. Like she had a job. She could have got child support. I don't know why she couldn't have got child support from the man. Because could have got a DNA test. He can say he don't want something to do with all he want to with. She at the very least could have got child support from him. Like I said, she had a job working. I guess she got was she assistant or whatever at I guess whatever the company was, his daddy company. I'm guessing that was his daddy at the seat. Or was it? I don't know. So actually, I don't know when his dad passed. I don't know if they mentioned it in the movie. So I don't know if that was his dad sitting at the table. I just assume it was. Because he said he took over his dad's company. So if the dude was sitting in the head and said, I just assumed that was his daddy. Oh, too, at the end, they didn't say this, but they heavily implied it that his mother used to do that to him. So that's why he do that. And that's why he was so obsessed with his smile and this the stuff he was saying to them was stuff the mother would say to him. And with the plates too, he probably broke the plates back in the day, and then it was a thing with that, and the whole family. She probably was abused, and then he started abusing the women. When it said Housemaid, I know they was using the plot of like movies like this. They'll have like they was trying to make it seem like that happened to somebody before, but they was trying to make it seem like it happened to another housemate. You know what I'm saying? And this because that's usually the plot of movies. Like, oh, or nannies, like they keep getting different nannies and stuff keep happening to, these nannies. And then when she did the ticket thing and then left the husband and her alone, like she clearly planned that. Like she gonna leave this girl alone with her husband and bought the tickets on the exact day that she leaving for the weekend. Well, for the day. I don't know if it was for more than one day, but for a day, no. No, he must think she was really abused. Like she was so mentally abused that she wasn't thinking or something. Then I don't know why maybe the husband didn't know the dude was helping her, because he would have fired him. He wouldn't have heard what she said. He would have been fired. He easily fired him when the girl said, oh, he been sitting there lurking or whatever she said when she dropped the plates. And then it's so funny because she was putting the plates in a bag. I'm like, she not gonna clean them off. I'm like, it's still stuff on them. She was putting in a bag, and then it's so funny because the next scene is him coming home saying, oh, you know, wash these out. Oh, did the woman leave that knife for her, or did she already have the knife? I can't remember. I don't remember if that's the knife or she already had it, but I would just been riding there. I'm like, I'm not putting these files out and I'm not doing no cutting. So I'm just going to be sitting here, child. And then until when the dude was, I don't know why the girl, I wish they would explain that more. Like, why would the girl lie? Like how she originally went to jail. Why did the girl lie and say that he didn't do that? Was they doing like some type of role play and he really didn't do it? Or was he actually doing it? Why would she lie about that? You think did she lie because she wanted the girl in jail? But why would she want the girl in jail? And she say that because she thought she was less than, so she wanted to do something to her? That was strange. I don't know why she lied about that. Now, it would make sense that if he was still alive and she lied, because either he intimidated her or maybe he tried to pay her off, although I think they were all wealthy besides her. So, I don't know. That was strange. I don't know. But too, she could have just hit him to stop him. She didn't have to keep hitting him. So, it's like, that's how, she's crazy too. So, they actually could have been together. That could have been a different, if they want to go a different way, they could have been together because they clearly was both crazy. Yeah, they both was crazy. What happened to the other girl parents? Did they say? I know the wife parent, she said died in a fire. But what happened to the other girl parents? She just didn't talk to them? Because maybe when she went to jail, they disowned her or something? I don't know if they said that or not. I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But they could have said it. But overall, it was a good movie. I thought nothing felt forced to me. And then two, I feel like most of the stuff made sense. Now, did I want some stuff expanded on? Yes, but it's a movie, so I'm sure they could. I'm sure they expanded on it in the book, but they just didn't in the movie because maybe they thought it wasn't as important or what they tried to touch on. Like maybe they explained how the mama did him in detail, but they just give you a hint of it that you can assume that she did it, And then even with the other girl before her, like. They didn't explain in detail what happened. Like you could assume and put together, but you don't know exactly. So overall was good. I don't think nothing was forced. I don't think nothing didn't make any sense. I thought the acting was pretty good. Nothing was overact. I thought everybody did their part really well. And this is like not one of the ones I feel like it's a forced sequel. The sequel for it actually makes sense. That now she found, because he asked her when they went to dinner. He asked her like, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I mean. She found what she want to do is help wives that are stuck in such bad situations. So I think that's good. I thought that was good. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like overly dramatic or anything. Now, how they killed him felt a little overly dramatic when he fell off and hit all this stuff. Because although the cop took the statement, it's still like she ain't the only person. You don't think his mother would have investigated that or anything? Maybe since his teeth was missing, she was mad at that, so she didn't want to look into it. I'm like, his mother ain't gonna look into it. You would think his mother would look into it, but she also was cuckoo too. It's like, is the mother gonna let her and daughter get away? You know, because if the mother is crazy like the son, so it's like she just letting it go. That's the only part that I thought was missing. If I had to pick something, was that as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, she just gonna let, she ain't gonna invest in it any further. It's like they're wealthy, so she ain't gonna look into it more because it don't make sense. Like, yo, because the cop said, one of the cops said, hey, no, ain't nobody gonna investigate that. It ain't like she's the lead detective. She was a cop. It ain't like they couldn't get other people to look into it, so that was weird. He changed the light bulb, but I don't know. And then the dude, he helped him clean. I want to say supposed to be together. Him and the groundskeeper, was him and her supposed to be together? I don't know, but or was he just helping us? I know he said something happened to his sister or whatever. Oh well, I might say no. The other girl can be his sister because the when they were in the same race, and then too, the cop was a sister. But interesting, just interesting. Like I said, overall it was good. I liked how they ended it. Like I said, I would have liked to see him tortured a little more because that just would have been funny. I thought that part was just hilarious to me. When he was stuck in a room, that was really the comedic relief. Just how he was acting, how she was acting. It was just hilarious. Yeah, that was real funny. Dude, why did she tell him throw the tooth under the door? Oh, well, because she saw him pull it out. Oh, that was the part that maybe like, she was like, oh, wait, I want to see this. Did she pull out the ball to see him pull out the teeth? That was funny, but did she just want the teeth to have the tooth as like a memento? Like, I wonder what was going to be her plan. You know? Like, I wanted to see what her plan was going to be like. Then I was interested in that to see how she was thinking, like how she saw it really playing out. I really wanted to know that. And then, the other girl got a conscience and the daughter was like, oh, well, we got to get her too. So she got a conscience. I don't think that's what she originally planned. Or is it what she originally planned? She thought she knew the girl was going to probably do something to him, but she was going to come back in a nick of time. Like, was that the plan? I know that the plan was for the girl to do something to him, but was she supposed to come back to see it and get the girl? Because if you thought the girl was going to do something to him, then you wouldn't have to come back and save her. So, because she would have saved herself. So I don't know about that. But the more I'm talking, I'm like, nah, well, I guess I don't know. But yeah, I really would have loved to see. I wish they would she would have said what was her plan, like what was she gonna do? Because I just wanted to know what was the end game for her from that. Was she really just gonna torture him, then kill him, and then run? But like she said, she's on probation. It would have been hard for her to run. With the mother, like that would have been just very hard. So I just wonder what that would have been.